So we're here with Casey Morton. We've never interviewed Casey Morton. So how'd you first start boxing? How'd you get into fighting?
I needed a different direction in life. You know, I was kind of stuck for a little bit. I was doing everything right. You know, I went back to school. I landed work in the field I'm really passionate about, outreach, crisis counseling, but still it was like something missing. You know, so like just the emptiness present. I just don't know what it was, and it wasn't long before I kind of hit the wall, and I'm like, I need a different direction now. So I thought combat sports seems up my alley. You know, I thought I was never a good team player. You know, I tried my hand at team sports, and I would constantly get into fights. So I thought, maybe I'll try fighting as a sport. So I thought, let's box. You know, like growing up, it's kind of part of our culture in Hawaii where we have to fight a lot. You know, I was constantly the new kid. I constantly needed to defend myself. And constantly, you know, there are times where I'm like, can I have one friend? No, we have to fight. Wow. I actually thought, who wants to just punch, right?
Right.
The knee, elbow, kick people in the face, you know, that stuff's for me. So I tried Muay Thai, and about 3 weeks, I just didn't like it. You know, I didn't really like it, and I didn't tell anyone I was about to leave, and the boxing coach at the time there, you know, timing couldn't have been better. He just, you know, approached me. He was like, hey girl, got some moves, you know, let's try some boxing mitts. And I just head over heels fell in love with it. You know, like I felt like I was meant to do something great for this sport. Like I felt at home with it right away. And I had my first fight after 2.5 months of training. I begged every day. I'm like, let me fight, please, let me fight. I've been fighting ever since, and it's been a really interesting journey. My game plan through the amateurs, my game plan was always, you know, if the person I am fighting, you know, in the first in the first 30 seconds or so, if they appear to have an answer for everything I have, then thug life. I know there's just a couple of my fights where they're chanting thug life, you know, where I'm like, all right, it's gonna have to be ugly up in here. You know, and I'll just go after him, and you know, at least then I never left the fight feeling like, man, I could have done more, I should have done more. I always left the fight completely happy, like that is all I had, that was a good fight, you know, learn from it. So just adaptability, I think that's the beauty of the amateurs, especially in tournaments. There are times where I'm like, I have no idea who I'm fighting, and it kind of preps you to remember that you have to be ready for any given situation. My boxing coach now, I prayed for years for the right coach to come, and I couldn't have imagined or prayed for a better person than Jairo Escobar. And you know, as a team, right, like we're always constantly working on adaptability, and now we have like that bond going between fighter trainer, and I trust in him.
Coming here and the training here that you've started to engage in, I know you do the hypoxic training along with all the other fighters. How's that helped?
Oh my goodness, it's an honor. You know, it's a blessing. I get emotional. You know, I couldn't look at Victor Conte for about a year without crying, you know, with gratitude, like, thank you. You know, it's just, it's an honor to be, you know, I have the best strength coach in the world, Michael Basil. You know, he is the man, you know, and he knows strength and conditioning specifically for boxing. He is the man. I'm so blessed to have him, Victor, all these amazing people in my life that I look up to. I get emotional, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But it's just kind of a dream come true. I tell everyone, you know, like, 8 years of this journey has been, you know, like 75% of this journey has been, you know, like fighting and praying and dreaming and clawing to just keep inching forward in the dark. You know, it's cold and lonely, but if you can do whatever it takes, right, to just step foot in the final 25%, then that's it. Your dream's a reality. You know, your dream has finally become your world, and that's kind of what happened when I came here, when they welcomed me here, you know. And then Hyro came along, and the family that I have, you know, the circle that I have, it's just beyond what I could ever imagine, you know, as far as, you know, support and love. I'm so very fortunate to be a part of, you know, like, just history in the making, you know, so to speak. And Victor's constantly improving. You know, there's times where, you know, okay, this is a new protocol, and I'm just blown away. You know, especially the results speak for itself. The numbers speak for itself. You know, the progress speaks for itself. But I'm like, there's no way he could top this, right? And sure enough, I'll get a call, or, you know, I'll go over to SNAC, and like, sure enough, I'm like, no, he's gonna top it by doing this. And I'm like, blown away. So he's just an amazing person. He's inspired my life long before I even knew he was around on this kid. I know that she is from MMA, Muay Thai. I've not done any study or anything on her. Again, that's my coach's job.
Yeah.
You know, I might study the wrong things, right? I might look for the wrong habits, and I would interfere with what he's doing. My job is to solely work and focus on adaptability. We're constantly adding to our game. We're constantly adding tools and such to my arsenal.